Ladies and gentlemen, I am currently in Orlando, Florida, and it's a very logical reason why I'm here. My dad is stationed for work here until May 7th, so he was willing to fly me out here to go see him. And we also have some fun surprises along the way, so be sure to watch the whole thing. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I am at KSMF. I am going to Atlanta, Georgia. I got to the Sacramento airport around 1955, which was 3 hours before my flight, and the line was not that long for security. Afterwards, I basically spent 2 hours waiting at the gate before boarding finally began. Alright, I've made it to my seat. This is my view for the next 6.5 hours. After boarding and waiting, we took off just before 2300, and it's hard to catch anything on film when it's dark. And thanks to Delta's Wi-Fi connection sponsored by T-Mobile and my SkyMiles account, I was able to stay connected throughout all my flights, both there and back. Then once we settled in, I did about 2 hours of video editing and then just tried to take a nap before we eventually got near Atlanta. When I landed in Atlanta, it was 6 in the morning, and my next flight was basically an hour later. So what that meant was, I had to head straight for the next gate once I got off the plane. And boy, did I cut it close. By the time I deplaned, switched terminals, and got to the next gate, there was only about 10 minutes left until boarding. This is going to be my view for the next hour and a half. While everyone else was boarding, it slowly got brighter and brighter up till we took off into a layer of clouds. Then, the beautiful skies could be seen. After an hour, we landed in beautiful Orlando under nice sunny skies, and all I needed to do was head straight to the exit where my dad was waiting for me.
Did pick you up.
When I got to Orlando, I was starving, so we quickly went to the hotel where I got some breakfast. Oh! For most of Saturday, I chilled at the hotel as my dad had to do some studying, but then I got to go out to dinner with my dad and his friends.
Dad, senior idiot responsible. You're welcome, Mr. Scott. Bill was kind of bugging me last night when we'd be in the middle of something and then he'd want to try to explain something, and I'm like...
We drove to a super fancy restaurant, and let's just say we totally paid about $500 there. My meal specifically was $50. Dad got a lobster tail, which was $85. My dad said had he known that, he would not have gotten it.
PHH.
By nighttime, I was exhausted, so I immediately got to rest when I got to the hotel. And now, the fun stuff begins. After some breakfast, we headed over to Hidden Palms Ranch for a nice morning trail ride. This is really cool.
This place is cool, huh?
Yeah, this place is awesome. I got to ride Sawyer, who's a buckskin quarter horse gelding at 14.3 hands high, and my dad got to ride Vanity, who is a thoroughbred quarter horse mare, Appendix, at 16 hands high. This was a super awesome experience to take a trail ride through an area near Lake Jesup, and it went pretty smooth. 13,000. Oh wow. Now this is beautiful. Look at this. After the trail ride, we got back to the hotel to get out of our boots and pants. We slid on our shorts and headed over to Dezerland Park. Oh wow. Okay, this place is cool. This place is sick. Where we went bowling, which most of my shots were okay, but I did get a strike. After bowling, we went kart racing, and that was also pretty fun. Then it's pretty much been chill at the hotel after we got some pizza, since my dad did some sims over at the airport. Then unfortunately on Monday it was leaving day, so we decided to do some plane spotting just outside of the airport for about half an hour, and we even saw a jet by a company which my dad works for come in. Then after plane spotting, Dad quickly dropped me off at the airport and I was back on my own again. There is exactly 2 hours till boarding, so I think I'm gonna hook me up on some Burger King. Where I got not a single, not a double, but a triple Whopper. Triple Whopper. After eating the burger, I got to the gate and waited for boarding to begin, and I got settled in just before takeoff where I would be flying to Minneapolis for a short layover. The time difference is -1 hour, and on this flight during descent was the best pressurization I've experienced. My ears have a hard time with the changing pressure during descent. I currently have a layover in Minneapolis. I don't think I have long here. My layover in Minneapolis was a little bit longer than my layover in Atlanta on Saturday, and once I got out of the gate, I went all the way down to the end of Seagates to get a Frosted Limited at Chick-fil-A, and then a burger just next door at Smash Burger. Then, when I got back to gate C1, I was appreciated for my generosity, and I got a better window seat than I had before, and I was allowed to be the first one to come on board. I am the first one to board today. I am special today. And look, here's my updated seat. I'm at 22F. I was booked all the way in the back at 37, but now I'm at 22. Hello. All right, thank you. This feels awesome. 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22F. While boarding was happening, it started to rain, but that rain got swept away as we left Minneapolis and I was on the home stretch. This was a 4-hour flight back to Sacramento, and during descent, we got to see the sunset, which was beautiful. And the funny thing was, we touched down at exactly 2024. Thank you guys for watching, stay tuned for more videos, and I'll see you guys in the future.